Today on Running to Him, love should be a selfless action, not a self-centered pat on the back. Well, if you're joining us in going through the Pauline letters, today's reading is 1 Corinthians 13, and we'll concentrate on verses 1 through 3. Well, 1 Corinthians 13, verses 1 through 3 says this: If I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but do not have love, I have become a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and know all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have all faith so as to remove mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. And if I give all my possessions to feed the poor, and if I surrender my body to be burned, but I do not have love, it profits me nothing. Now, chapters 12 through 14 are a judgment by Paul on the Corinthian Church. In these 3 chapters, he is not praising them for what they do, but demanding that they change the behavior to become lined up with what God would have them to do and to be. Now, I know that chapter 13 is the great love chapter, and each day of the year, multitudes use this chapter in some way during their wedding. If they understood the context of the chapter, they might look to use it as something else. Our jobs as believers are to love one another. We are not to think more highly of ourselves and disregard others, Romans 12:3. We are to love another, Romans 12:10, 13:8, Hebrews 10:24, 1 John 3:23. These are just a few verses you can name. As Jesus prayed in the garden, we are to be one with each other, John 17:11. The more we think of ourselves, the less we love others. I frankly am very frustrated with the political climate and the politically correct culture that we have created in the United States. It's probably the most self-centered, self-aggrandizing, morally corrupt society we have ever seen. The common thought is, if you've got it and I don't have it, it's okay for me to take it from you. The political class is so self-centered that they actively and consciously break the rules they instituted because they think the rules are for the little guy, for somebody else. Now, we are a clanging cymbal as a society. Recently, I was reading a story about a black sailor from the Second World War who now has a super aircraft carrier named after him. Doris Miller, that was his name, was born on a sharecropper's farm in Waco, Texas. He joined the Navy before World War II. His heroism at Pearl Harbor was both praised and dismissed. They didn't immediately award him the Medal of Honor because he was black. He was awarded the Navy Cross for his bravery. Now, this act was a failure of our country, and yet Doris Miller loved the United States so much he was willing to die for her. We should be ashamed that we cannot love our fellow believers and our fellow humans. Instead, we feed our egos with platitudes and praise ourselves for our greatness. We are to love and to serve others, not think only of ourselves, but how we can put the love of Christ, that which is supposedly in our lives, into tangible action. Thank you for listening. We pray that today's devotion was meaningful to you. We would love to hear from you. If you listen to us on Facebook or YouTube, please like, subscribe, share, and tell others about us. You can always email us at phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.